Hey, yo, what is going on, everybody? It is your boy, son Rondu, and welcome back to the Fusion Struggle podcast with the host, with the most, Ghost the Rebel, son Rondu.
Yeah,
Ignore
buddy.
the pauses. Oh, I couldn't tell if you were screaming or not.
Oh, I was.
You canceled out. I couldn't tell if you were screaming or not, but it's all good. We're gonna keep it going.
Discord, you're a whole bitch. Come on now. I know we can change the setting for it, but you know.
It has been so long since we've done Fusion Struggle podcast episode together. I think the last episode we did was can't speak. I think the last episode we did was what, back in March?
Golly, I probably low key. You know what? Let's go ahead and let me see on Spotify. Because you know that's where you can follow us, and go ahead and follow if you already haven't, so you can keep up to date
We're on
with
Spotify.
us.
Yep. I forgot where else we're located. It's been a minute. We haven't.
Aren't we located on Apple Music
dates.
as well?
I think we're on Apple Music. Go ahead and check us on Apple Music, Spotify. I think we're on Google Podcasts as well. Check us out. Where else we at? We're also on Anchor. Well, we're not sponsored yet, but shout out Anchor.
Anchor is actually called Spotify for podcasters nowadays.
Okay, well, we're on Spotify still.
Oh shit, March 31st, it was talking about WrestleMania.
Oh, man, and we got some stuff about that. But that'll be later on within the episode. But to start, Fusion Struggle is 1 year old. Can we get an applause for that?
Clap that up, ladies and gentlemen, clap that up.
Fusion Struggle is 1 year old. Now, granted, we didn't do as many episodes as we thought we would. I think we done like maybe 5 or 6 episodes
Think about
as
5.
a whole. But at the end of the day, we've both been busy. But overall, I feel like this is still something to be proud of, given the fact that, you know, we've talked about doing a podcast together for a little while. And now that we actually have, some lengthy episodes, and now we're back doing it again. This podcast is actually what's one. It's one. Our baby is one.
We have 7.
7 episodes. Still, look at that. Great number. But yeah, so
Welcome to season 2.
I'm proud that season 2, technically, just fuck. All right, I guess we're gonna hit it off. 7 episodes is pop. But yeah, I mean, given the reason why we've been gone for so long, obviously me and Ghost are, creators. We do our own separate things. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, I guess I could start, but for me, I've been working on my own projects as well. I also did take a break from the creative scene for quite some time. I want to say about almost a month. Well, yeah, about 2 to 3 weeks, but kind of give it a take, about a month prior. Just mental health stuff. And I just wanted to kind of just get away and kind of just do my own thing. But now I'm back. I'm working on my comic book. It's official. Really proud of it. I got an Instagram dedicated to it. It's called project_altered_. That Instagram is just dedicated to the characters that are going to be in my comic. I want to say every 2 to 3 weeks there will be a new post. Really taking my time with this one. I don't want to rush it. I know as far as it being released, probably won't release it until sometime in 2024. At least that is the goal date. Because, artists, you got to get the story right, make sense, proofread, got to have the artists, create the characters. It's a lot of fucking work, and I did not think it would be a lot to make a comic book. But it truly is. But at the end of the day, I'm really grateful for the mind that I have, the artist that I'm collabing with, collabing with, same thing. To get this out in the open. Probably gonna see a lot of familiar faces. Can't wait for you guys to see. We'll kind of leave that one at that. But yeah, that's one of the major things that I'm working on. Wow, forgot to turn off my phone. But yeah, like that's one of the most major projects that I'm taking my time with and working on. Obviously, still making YouTube videos. Last thing I posted was a Talks with the Sage, 8th episode for that one. Basically just kind of just stating where I was, where I was mentally and how I'm doing now, how I'm feeling. Kind of just being back creating again. As far as new videos, I'm still editing. I want to kind of make sure that the stuff that I put out now, I'm actually proud of, and taking the time to make sure that, the quality of the video is good, funny, exponential, you know what I'm saying? Like all those big ass words. But I just want to make products and videos and projects and stuff that I'm proud of and that I know could, make someone laugh, or hell, even potentially have them start something up that they're passionate about, because at the end of the day, what we do is not just for us, but it's for you guys as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't just start out as creators. Like, a lot of people influenced us to be creators, and also we already were creative people from the jump. But now that we have influenced, I wouldn't say we. Well, what would you say? Would you think we've influenced some people?
I feel like we could have, or we do somewhat have that effect. As far as like being an influencer, I feel like if you were to say that would be our primary job. You know how like influences are, and no, I feel like we have some influence, but we're not influencers as like a profession.
Oh, I thought you were still going.
Oh, no, that was my fault. I'm done.
But yeah, I just yeah, so just kind of given that, I just wanted to just say thank you to everyone who supported us or has been supporting both separate journeys, because Ghost, you're definitely doing a lot, hands-on, lot of creative shit, and yeah, just let the people know what you've been doing, bro.
Goodness gracious, always on the grind, and I'm gonna have to at some point really consider looking for an editor, or a co-editor, because man, doing everything that I want to do takes up too much of my time. I need to go outside, and me trying to have this balance is a lot more difficult, and it's getting more difficult by the month because I'm just thinking of new things to do all the time, and I don't want to be stuck into a chair recording, editing the rest of my life. I love doing it, but I need some fucking help, and I'm talking to myself. But basically bouncing off everything that you have been saying, life do be lifing, and it changes every single day. You just don't know what's going to lurk around the corner. For example, I guess the biggest thing for me in my immediate radius is that I'm going to be moving before Halloween. And it really didn't hit me until, first of all, the date of this recording is July 12th. I live streamed yesterday trying to finish up a game, and I wanted to kind of bring people up to speed with like what's going on and why I'm kind of been stressing out a little bit recently as of late. My original plan was to move. I wanted to move anyway, but I wanted to move within the first quarter of 2024 because I already had predetermined trips throughout the rest of this year. So once those trips are out the way, I can start saving up a little bit more money and really like sit down and try to settle on a place within the first quarter of 2024. And I have been telling my family members or certain family members that, hey, I want to move because my commute from people is too much. Now I'm kind of like, it's gotten to a point to where I could do it. But the problem is, when I do it, it's too long. We're talking like 45 minutes to an hour if I want to visit family. And that's a little too long. And I'm just over it. Where I'm staying right now, it serves a purpose initially. I've been here for almost 2 years. It will be 2 years once my lease is up on Halloween. But I'm like, I want to be closer to family. I want to be out and about. The burbs is cool. I'm a burb boy. I've been burbed in the born? What? I've been born in the burbs since I've been bourbon. Speaking of bourbon, one of my trips is going back to Kentucky at the end of the month. So more bourbon. But I've been born in the suburbs essentially all my life. And I've only lived near the city for about 6 months. And it was such a culture shock for me, but in a good way. I want to be around more art, more creative things, more people around my age, more people that have my kind of personality and energy. And where I've been living for most of my life, it served a purpose, but I'm like, listen, I need more creation. I'm tired of living around families, like not well-established families, but like families. Like there's a mother, a father, kids. No, I am just little old me. I am tired of trying to silence myself around your baby. I'm going to say the F word around your baby. If you don't want that, the best thing I could do is just remove myself from the situation. The reason why I'm moving before Halloween is because my apartment complex is now trying to say, hey, if/when you renew your lease, we're going to add $300 extra onto your rent. No, that is not happening over here. You ever had one of those situations to where it's a yes or no answer, and the no was so loud that it made you laugh at some point? You know, like how villains be laughing, like, that's immediately what I had. I'm like, no, the fuck y'all did not. Well, I know what I'm doing, moving, because I'm not about to reside this lease. So the universe heard me and was like, you're going to be moving before the year's over. I'm like, okay, fine. I'm actually optimistic because every time I had to move, it really wasn't like 100% like my means of doing it. Like it was because of something else that influenced the move. Not to say that this didn't, but with this move, I'm kind of already prepared for it. So I'm not stressing as much. I am stressing though, because moving is a bitch. And I realized I've moved an average once a year ever since I moved out, which is crazy. But that's what's been going on. Still on the creative train. I'm doing my thing. Thanks for everyone supporting both of us. But yeah, we just doing shit. I have a solo podcast now, kind of on the side. That's kind of serving as there's no schedule to it, much like this one, even though we talked about having a schedule. We be creating on different times and we got different shit going on. But sometimes I have those random moments of motivation. I'll be talking to myself a lot. I'm like, I feel like someone else needs to hear these words instead of these walls over here. So I established my own solo podcast in cahoots with doing this one as well. Welcome to The Casket. You can find on glitchgrave.com, where you can also find this podcast as well. And yeah, serving more of a short form, kind of like, you need some motivational talks, you need some uplifting words, here you go, dropped on your forehead, no pause, whatever. Yeah, that's what's going on. It sounds like a lot. I'm missing a lot of shit, but we're going to get into that with more of the topics that we're going to talk about during this podcast.
Well, speaking of next topics, I actually did want to bring up Welcome to the Casket. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Some very powerful. Don't know why I'm having trouble with my R's. A lot of powerful words. I listened to all 3 episodes. Yesterday was Tuesday. Yeah. I was listening to your podcast the other day. All 3 episodes: pilot, intention, and change. Lot of real stuff, bro. And not gonna lie, it impacted me in a real positive way. A lot of stuff that I'm kind of dealing with now. Intention and change really spoke to me. I just want to say thank you for that.
You can't see it, but I'm smiling hella hard right now because that's literally what I wanted this podcast to do. Just like be there for somebody. Like someone needs to hear these words.
Yeah.
Boom, there you go. So to hear that, thank you.
Yeah, no, dude, like this is some really motivational, powerful stuff that you're talking about. I can't tell you exactly word for every episode, but I can tell you for a fact that it's definitely inspirational and your words really are impactful, especially when you not just mean it, because I know you're a meaningful person, but at the same time, like it felt like you were like speaking to me, and I know that's what you were trying to do with this podcast, and you've achieved that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely looking forward to hearing more of what you have to say and what you could do to, I can't even say inspire because you already inspire. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, this was yeah, I can't wait to hear more. Can you tell me like what your thought processes were for, well, I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory with the titles, but one I really wanted to kind of talk about mainly was intention. Now, from what I remember, intention is, what is your intention for a lot of things? So, when I mean a lot of things, it's mainly for just life stuff. So, I kind of want to kind of dig into that episode, and because I know it was only 16 minutes, felt like you wanted to or could talk a little bit more about that. But yeah, I don't know, just kind of explain your thought process whenever you were just talking about like intention, like kind of give the people a little bit of a background about that episode specifically.
You sound like an interview. You have a great voice for that as well, by the way.
Thank you, bro.
Shit. Okay, my brain just fogged out. Here we go. When it comes to intention, I feel like intention overall is, I feel like it's something that really isn't, or as far as like what I consume, as far as like social media and like what's around me, I feel like a lot of stuff, like there's a lot of zombies walking this earth, or like there's a lot of things that people do these things, but they don't know why they're doing it. They're just doing it just to do it. A good example is when people try to start YouTube or like try to be a gamer streamer and all that. They'll just do it just to do it, or they'll do it with false pretense, like going back to being a YouTuber or a streamer. Oh, I'm doing this so I can get money. Now, that could work for certain individuals. That's fine. My job is not to like pretend, basically overall save the world, but my job or my intent, pun intended, double entendre, look at that shit. But my thing is to challenge people. Like, why do you do the things that you do? Like, for example, I stream because I have a genuine nature to entertain. And I like playing video games. So it's kind of one of those things that I didn't think to do it. It kind of just happened. Like, I was already playing video games and I was already entertaining via streaming. And it kind of just developed, or like a streamer was like kind of one of the things I became. Versus like someone that didn't have, let's say, a console or streaming setup. I'm using air quotes, you can't see it. But like they'll get the equipment just to fit that profile versus other people that already naturally like embellish that. So with intention, it's like, why do you do the things that you do? Why do I create videos? I create videos with the intent that this is going to help somebody. This is going to provide some serotonin. Someone's having a fucked up day or having a bad moment. But if you bring up one of my videos, you start smiling, and it kind of turns the tide on whatever you're feeling prior to that moment. That's my intent. I don't care about making a buck off of it. Or I don't care like I'm going to be the biggest creator or the next Corey Kenshin or yada yada, whatever. I do this with the intent of helping, but I do this with the intent that this is just what I do at the same time. I'm not going to be a zombie. I refuse to be a cogwheel in the system. I'm doing something with the intent to be different and unique and creative. See, like there's different layers to it. There's means to everything that I do. A lot of people don't do that. but I want to spark that interest into people saying, why do you do the things that you do? Why do you go to the job that you go to? Yeah, to get a paycheck. Yeah, there's got to be like some sort of vision, some sort of plan. You are saving up money so that you can move out, so that you can get that car, so that you can use this as a stepping stone for the next phase or the next whatever, or just things of that nature. Because a horrible example, but a real life example is the generation before us. They did stuff because they had to, and that was it. I'm like, no, that's not gonna be me. I'm doing things I'm planting seeds to harvest for not only me, but for other people, and I'm gonna keep it going. You gotta find your intention with most of the things that you do in life, and you're gonna see things that you didn't see before. That was very long-winded. I do apologize. But it's a powerful thing to think about, because even I didn't know like why I was doing things or what the intent of the stuff that I was doing. But once I started asking that question to myself, I'm like, you know what? Why do I do this? Some things got weeded out because it didn't serve a purpose anymore. But I want to do things that serve a purpose.
Well, I can definitely say with this podcast, you will definitely ascend, and we haven't used that word in quite some time. But yeah, man, I'm definitely looking forward to more. You know what I'm saying? So thank you for making this podcast. You know what I'm saying? And even though I know Fusion Struggle is also, you know what I'm saying, your baby, our baby, this is something that I know is definitely yours. Like, I don't know. There's a part of me that kind of thought about like even bringing about Land of the Rising Sun. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, well, I feel like this is more controlled doing Fusion Struggle, you know, via me and you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, just keep doing your thing, man. I'm definitely loving what you're doing with this podcast, and I can't wait to hear more. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you, dog. And if you want to bring back Land of the Rising Sun, that you also on Spotify, you should go ahead and check that out as well. You should be able to do that. You can do that. Why not?
Yeah, but the thing is, I felt like with Land of the Rising Sun, I felt like that podcast was just one of those podcasts where it's just like I'm just chilling with the homies. I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with it, you know what I'm saying? But I felt like there wasn't really a lot of topics, like real topics discussed. I guess I don't know. It just didn't really feel like a podcast to me. It just kind of felt like one of those podcasts where you're just there with the homies just listening. I don't know. It didn't like feel right with me, but
I feel
I don't know. I'll probably do it, but right now I feel like Fusion Struggle is my thing right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, brother.
Yeah. So yeah, once again, congratulations on Welcome to the Casket. If you guys want to check out Welcome to the Casket, it is also on Spotify. Go ahead and check bro out. A lot of powerful stuff. Listen, could possibly bring a smile to your face, could possibly inspire you, change your life. Go ahead and do it. Support. That's all we care about. Support.
Yes, sir.
Whew. First half of 2023 has been interesting to say the least. We are several months in, and we only have 4 more months left?
No, sir. We have like 5. Well, okay, yeah, about 4.5, 5.
About 4.5, 5. How did you feel about the first half of this year?
The first half was interesting. I mean, I guess like one of the biggest highlights of 2023, like as far as like the first half, creatively, was definitely Ruby Volume 9. Because it was highly speculated like it was going to drop this year. We didn't know. And then they finally dropped a release date. And it was just like, oh, man, we're back into the thick of it with going back to the main show of RWBY. As far as like personal stuff, it was was a mixed bag. It was up and it was down, and we ain't gonna get too personal, but I know you know specifically what I'm talking about and different topics. But it was, I don't know, it was a mixed bag. It was kind of neutral when everything like gets taken into account. Kind of just balances out. Like, wow. Like when it was up, it was up. When it was down, it was like, what the fuck? Damn, bars. Anyway, that was by accident, off the dome, as the children say. It was, the weather was kind of fucked up in a sense. Like when it snowed out of nowhere. It could have been like 70 degrees one day in the Midwest, and all of a sudden it was a snowstorm. Like 2 hours later, I'm like, why? But other than that, just kind of like going through life. Like interesting first half. This last half is going to be probably just as interesting, but I have plans planned out. What the fuck is that even called? Anyway, I need to read a book. Anyway, I have stuff planned out, so it's kind of like focused more. Like I know what's about to happen. And I already have things I have to do versus the first half. I didn't know really what's going to happen. But I don't know, optimistic. I mean, now I have this big move with the other half and other trips, but the first half was okay. If I can give it a word, just like, okay, nods head. What about you? What do you think about the first half?
First half of 2023.
There it is right there,
Oh, man. First half of 2023. I'm going to have to go with you and say interesting. Same thing. For me, creatively, we'll start there. For creatively, I feel like great creatively. I came to see you.
That was fire.
What was it? Back in what, January, February? Back in February, I think. Was it January?
It was January.
Yeah, man. That was great. Seeing you again. Kicking it. Watching Ruby was a huge thing for me because I had to play catch up. And the fact that I played catch up and made it right on time for Volume 9 was awesome. Streaming, oh my god, what the hell happened to me? I was streaming, man, having you guys come in, talk your shit, wanting to scare me, even though didn't work for the most part. I think it did once, but yeah, like the streaming was phenomenal. I did get a little bit. Well, did I get some other? I'm on my page right now. I did get a little bit of other content in there, which you guys was liking as well, which I was excited about. But mainly, I think it was Ruby, getting that out there and seeing how that took a real, that really impacted me in a positive way because, I feel like I finally became a part of a fandom that I didn't even know that I was going to, I wouldn't say fit in, but I didn't even know if I was going to truly like watching Ruby. But then again, it happened. I watched it and I loved it. Yeah, so as far as that, creatively, sorry, I feel like I had a blast just interacting with everyone, getting into different stuff, starting Patreon, kind of getting back into that, or getting into that rather, was very interesting. So creatively, I had a blast. I feel like I kind of grew and kind of just tried to challenge myself to see how I can make a certain video pop, or I guess not better than what it already was, but kind of just up one myself. You know what I mean? Personally, and you know what? Most of the time I don't really talk about my personal stuff, but I'm willing to. I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like nobody should be. I mean, obviously not go too deep, but I'm willing to you know get it out because it's good. Um, yeah. As far as personals, and Ghost, you know this. I started talking to my dad again. You know what I'm saying? Um, and that was a bit of a hard thing to do. Kind of given how my childhood was back then, and I struggled with that for quite some time. And so it I think it's been 8 years since me and my pops talked, and I'm not gonna lie, I was scared. You know what I'm saying? My girl, also who also came into my life this year. Shout out to her. She's been a great support system. She's also kind of helped shape who I am today, as far as being more communicative, more open, and just being more giving people grace. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that's a lot of things that a lot of people have a hard thing. Like, how did I fuck up doing that? Saying that, giving people grace, because I feel like it's a hard thing for people to do nowadays. Is giving people grace, forgiving and forgetting. Now, I'm not saying forgiving and forgetting is an easy thing. You can forgive someone for the hardest thing, but you can't ever forget that thing. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to start from the source, from my trauma and my pain, and my dad was the source of that. You know what I'm saying? Me being angry, like, as a person. I mean, Ghost, you know how I am as a person. As a person, I'm loving. I love making people laugh, even when it's just hard. I try to make people comfortable. You know, and what's crazy is, like, people who I'm really close with now, and one of my close friends told me, like, that I make them comfortable. You know, and it's a really heartwarming thing. Because I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? And I want people to trust me. And trust is a really hard thing to come by nowadays. You know what I'm saying? So being given that I guess compliment, or that reassurance, or that assurance, you know what I'm saying, is really honored. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like, yeah, so me communicating on my old man was a really scary and hard thing to do. But I knew if I wanted to be free of that torment, that anger that I've had held in my heart for so long, I knew I wanted to be rid of it. And I also told myself that if I do this and he decides to leave again, that's not on me, that's on him. Because I knew that I wanted to be happy. I wanted to be free of anger, free of sadness, and yeah, I just wanted to be free of it. Like, I didn't want to be. I don't like hating people. You know what I'm saying? Because in turn, that makes you sick. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I just, I just wanted to be, like I said, man. I just wanted to be free of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So in turn, I ended up reaching out, and it was a scary thing to do. Wrote a long ass paragraph, just stating how I felt. Told him how I felt, and I want to say maybe few hours later, because this was sometime, like, dead of night. You know what I'm saying? Like midnight type shit. A few hours later, and he responded, said a lot of things, nothing negative. You know what I'm saying? Just want to get that out there. Said a lot of things, and yeah, we reconnected, and once again, it was a scary feeling, because it's like, damn, I don't know what he's gonna say back. I don't know if he's gonna respond at all. But once again, I knew that if I took that leap of faith, then I knew that I was okay. But he responded, and we've been talking ever since. I'm getting kind of choked up talking about it now, but at the end of the day, yeah, I felt good about it. You know what I'm saying? And for anyone who's dealing with anything, family wise or friend wise, I know it's not easy. Trust me, I know, because this wasn't doing that wasn't easy. But if you want to be free of something and you know who or what that source is, don't be afraid to state your claim. Don't be afraid to say what needs to be said. And if they don't understand, or you feel as if there's some sort of argument that's going to come from it, then say what you need to say and then just walk away, because at the end of the day, they're not going to understand. They're not willing to understand, and you don't need to put yourself through that. So the fact that I did what I did, not saying that it's going to be easy for anyone out there who's dealing with such trauma and or any sort of anger. You know what I'm saying? I don't have the right words, but at the end of the day, that's whatever. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like for anyone who's dealing with stuff like that, you know, I applaud you. And even if you can't do it, I still applaud you, because at least it was on your mind in the time being, you know. And it's a scary fucking feeling. I understand. But yeah, I feel like I went off track a little bit, but that happens on this podcast a lot. But yeah, personally, it was okay. As far as that, my first half of 2023, creatively, great. Personally, was going good. I feel like there's a little bit more room for improvement. Still a lot of things going on, but at the end of the day, we are still here. We are still kicking, breathing. I am grateful for everything that has happened this past year. Grateful for the people who I've interacted with. You know, grateful for the people still here. And yeah, I'm just grateful. Thank you. Yeah.
Real quick, this is season 2. Can we go ahead and start a new thing of that was the RNS moment of the week or of the month. Give it up for Rondu. That was beautiful. What a leap of faith, like you said. Like, goddamn, like on some RNS. That is such an amazing thing to not only try, but to like see it through. And you know that even if you didn't get a response back, you did all that you could for the preservation of you, your energy, your life, and your sanity. Give it up for Rondu right now. God damn. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You love to hear it. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I mean, I got a few more things, but I feel like we can wait until the next episode, or, you know, some of that matter. Or maybe it might be in this episode. But yeah, I just feel like I just wanted to get that one out there. You know, because I mean, both me and you, Ghost, we don't talk about our personal shit when it comes to, I mean, anything that we do creative, unless it's something that needs to be said because of something that one of our, I don't even want to call them subscribers, our family is going through. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I just wanted to kind of just get that out in the open, be a little bit more comfortable. Obviously, we're not going to, or I'm not going to sit here and describe exactly, go into detail, but just kind of just get it out there as a side. You know what I'm saying? Just get it out there.
Yes, sir. Woo-wee! All right. What are your predictions for the second half of this year then? I know that was a lot you gave for the first half, but what about the second half? Any plans you got going on? What are your visions, your goals, your dreams? What can we expect from Rondu at the this other half, this second half of 2023 that we're already in?
Second half, I want to be honest, I want to, and I know I probably said this once before, but I want to be a fucking workhorse. I want to not just produce more content, but I also want to be more in tune with my creative side. And I want to also, like, I have business ideas. I have business ideas that I want to get out, and I want to try to see them through. You know what I'm saying? Once again, a lot of information I'm not going to divulge just yet until it actually comes through. But I have, I have that stuff that I want to achieve. The comic book as well. I want to get people really, like, and not just involved, but I want them to see, like, okay, this is really gonna be something. Like, I want people to share. I want people to really even, like, be I guess in tune with the characters. Like, if there's a certain character that I put, that I post on my Instagram or my Patreon or whatever, and this isn't me trying to plug you guys, but you know what I'm saying, I want people to be like, damn, I kind of see myself inside this character. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the kind of stuff that I want to, so even though, yes, this is a passion project, this is actually a project that I've been essentially working on since 2020. So 3 years.
Goodness.
And it's like, and it's a project that was on and off. You know what I'm saying? Just solely because I didn't know exactly, like, how it was gonna play out, if I really wanted to do this, because it's like, if your heart's not in it, then obviously the product itself isn't gonna be what you expect. But if you know that this is something that you really want to fucking do, and this is just me speaking to everyone that has an idea or a project that they want to achieve and or do, if your heart's in it, then fucking go for it. No one's stopping you but you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like
that part.
So yeah, like I want to, release more characters. I want people to be really, like, in this project. You know what I'm saying? Like, be fucking like, yo, like, this is it. Like, this is what I've been waiting for. 2024. I don't know. It's like something like trying to make it rhyme and shit. If there are any artists or anyone who wants to be hands-on, I welcome you. Like, I want to collab with other people to, see this through. You know what I'm saying? That I also, I think that's really it as far as those two. Really, like, build a business, release the comic, or be more hands-on with the comic. I've been actually thinking about merch as well, but I feel like I haven't gotten there yet. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like just those three: merch, the business, the comic. Like, I really want to be hands-on creatively. Personally, damn, I don't really know. Personally, I think I've been doing okay so far. Personally,
Guess you're gonna mess around and find out.
I guess we're gonna fuck around and find out. That's what he said in change. It was change. Fuck around and find out, because you never know.
I'm glad you remember, because I definitely forgot.
That was a reference to Ghost of Rebels casket, or welcome to the casket. Sorry.
It is all good.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it for me, bro. I'm pretty sure you have a fuck ton more than I do. Jeez. Which I'm ready for. So what are your predictions for the second half of your life in the life of Ghost the Rebel?
Well, pun intended, double entendre, probably triple entendre in cahoots with my podcast. Change is the intent. So I'm not gonna forcibly make it happen. I'm gonna trust the universe with everything that I've been trying to manifest, envision, dream. I do have trips lined up. I'm going back to Kentucky for part 2 of the Bachelor trip that is coinciding with the big trip happening on Halloween throughout the first week of November, going to Dominican Republic. Never been there. It'll be my 3rd time outside the country. I'm very excited for it. Been trying to prepare myself physically for the most part and mentally, just trying to go to the gym because I'm trying to have like suns out, buns out, if you know what I'm saying. Or guns out. Guns and buns. Guns and buns. There you go. It's gonna be a beautiful thing. Another family wedding happening. The move is gonna happen right before that trip. Very daunting, but I'm open for it. I'm gonna be even more ready for it. I'm going to trust the universe, like I said. Like, they're not gonna bestow upon me this situation for nothing. So it's just my duty to show up and be ready for it. More creative art. Obviously, hopefully a more balanced workload. Because like I said in the beginning of this podcast, that I don't want to be confined to this chair for forever. I would like to go outside. I would like to do things outside creatively. I would really love to. The thing that I'm very excited for this move, that I'm trying to move towards the city more, but not be in the city, is that I want to have those moments to where I get up, go outside, and I want to go to a little coffee shop right around the corner, or a little bookstore, or a little craft store, or art store, and just see what's out there creatively, because I know it's out there, but I want to fuck around and find out. I want to be around more creative people and creative environments, more lively environments. I'm tired of these families. I'm not saying that families are bad, but I ain't got no family right now. It's just little me. Little old me. Let me be out and about. So I'm very excited for that. And that is also going to sow even more seeds for 2024. I feel like 2024, and I'm not trying to have any hot expectations. Let me try that again. I can't hear myself or my voice more often. I got some new headphones, right? And it's kind of muffling my voice. I don't know what I'm saying. Or it could be dyslexia. It could be that. But knock on wood, I feel like 2024 is gonna pop off. Like in the best way. In a good. Goes, can you slow down your words, please? Creatively, we're gonna fucking take off. Personally, we're gonna take off as well. In good ways. Hopefully no more bad ways. But if it is bad ways, let it be not so fucking harsh. But we're gonna have to find out. I'm open for it. I'm ready for it. We are on a momentum wave, and we're just going forward. What? I'm gonna stop talking. Go for it, brother. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about anymore. It's been a long day. I was recording stuff before this podcast, so if my words slur over, that's why. I should probably drink some water. Take it away, Rondu.
It's all good. And to also add on, I don't know if I'm going to take this up, but I've also been thinking about voice acting as well. So I'm not even sure. Well, thank you. Well, shit, I wouldn't even really know where to start. I guess I could reach out to other voice actors as well, but yeah, I've been thinking about it. A lot of people, and by a lot, I want to say like maybe 3 or 4 people have said, well, I guess including you, 3 or 4 people have said that I have the voice. And you know what's funny? Like, there was a time, I want to say maybe like a year or 2 ago, that one of my homies was like giving me like a setting or like a theme, and he was like, okay, talk as if you're a mafia boss. And I don't know, I just kind of made it up like in the spot. Like I changed my voice to a degree, but it was hard to kind of maintain it. So shout out to the fucking voice actors for doing what they can with their voice, because that shit is horrible, but in a positive way. Is there a positive way of saying something's horrible? I don't know, but that shit is hard. Okay, and I gotta give it to these voice actors for doing what they fucking do, because, man, that shit is not easy. I tried it. I mean, I completed it for the minute and 30 seconds I was talking, but, man, to keep that up, you guys got it. So I want to try to also enter that realm and see what we can do, you know?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much my halt for our predictions for the second half of this year, 2023.
Big things for the both of us. You'll love to hear it.
You love to, you know. Ruby, Green Light Volume 10. What are we doing?
The hands will be thrown.
Ghost, I'm gonna let you take this one.
Do you really want me to take this one? Because I feel like the message has been already said loud and clear.
Set and loud and clear, but I feel like you have that chaos, energy, that energy that we need. I think that they don't understand that we need Volume 10 of RWBY. Like, y'all can't do what y'all did to us in Volume 9 and think y'all gonna get away with it. I think that they need the rebel to state the claim. So please, go ahead if you must. If you will, Lord. Please.
The villain arc is here. It's not. I am a chaotic neutral. I love me some chaos, and I don't care who it affects. It affects me? Fine. I don't care. It's going to affect everybody up in here. But anyway, let me calm it down just a little bit. No, let me raise it right back up. We're going way to the fucking top. Listen here. RWBY, Volume 9, beautiful. Spectacular. Magnificent. It was only 10 episodes long. I feel like that was the biggest gripe with everyone with it. Me, I don't give a goddamn. We had it. Well, they had to wait 2 years or 2+ years for that. We only had to wait like 2 months, 2 weeks. But anyway, it was beautiful. It was all the messages within Volume 9 was Chef's kiss. Where the chef at? It better be Glinda, because I'm gonna wipe you up real quick right now. Anyway. Volume 10.
And you know what? Before you go
for it.
Before you do that, I just want to say something really quick. So I peeped on Twitter a little something that Ghost did and or said. I need to find it.
Uh-oh. What did I say? I be saying it a lot.
This one kind of blew me a little bit. I was like, damn, bro. Why you had to do me like that? And then also, like, the people, like, what are we doing? Hold on, where is it? I think I was on the wrong page. Oh, yep, of course. Oof. This one kind of hurt me a little bit. I almost quote tweeted
Seth Rollins laugh.
Choose wisely. Poltergeist or Sunday. Got 57 votes. 1,560 views. I'm pretty sure, for those who are listening from the RWBY community, which ship won. But Poltergeist got 72%, while Sunday got 28%. Damn, y'all don't really fuck with me like that. It's okay, though. It's okay. Nah, I'm just fucking with y'all. Look, at the end of the day, we already knew that Poltergeist was going to be the strongest. Because Ghost lets...
It is the strongest!
See, here's the thing. Ghost has one love in RWBY. Obviously, Glinda. My ass be low-key switching up because I find everyone attractive. Now... Baby girl, if you do end up listening to this podcast, I love you. I only got eyes for you. But let me talk to you. Let me talk to you. Listen. Y'all can understand. I had 3 different ships.
Man, let's talk about it. Let's talk about them.
Like, okay, the first one, obviously. Damn if I do, damn if I don't. Cinder. Okay.
Yep. She bad though.
She bad, and she bad.
And she evil.
She evil.
If I saw Cinder before Glenda, Cinder would have been the one. But anyway.
She was fine. Let me tell you. Man, Cinder just had that fire about her. No pun intended. Literally. And I think the ship name was Sunset. Was that the start?
It was Sunset,
right? It was Sunset. And then I switched up. And then I saw, now look, y'all gotta forgive me, okay? But then Neo came into play, okay?
Uh-oh. The Ice Cream Queen.
Whoa now. Hey, watch yourself.
The Ice Cream Queen. What?
Oh, I heard.
You didn't hear ice. You heard. You heard cream
queen.
This man is nasty.
Cream Queen Sunday. No, you gotta be. Now look, that was a clever one. I didn't think I was gonna come up with it, and that was crazy. Another viewer had came up with the name as well, and I was like, "Oh shit, we came up with the same name. That was dope." I'll give partial credit. I'll take partial credit because they was probably thinking it, but whatever. You know, we'll go half 50-50.
You stole it. Just say you stole it. You stole it. No, you borrowed it extensively.
I permanently borrowed it.
I permanently borrowed it without their permission. Got it.
Yeah, so I was like, damn. Sunday is a dope ass name, Sun Rondu, and then we got the Ice Cream Queen.
Look at you, look at you again.
And then I saw May, and obviously, you know, I think somebody pointed out like, oh, she's transgender. I honestly don't care. I thought she was attractive.
I feel
May, cute, and then I think someone had came up with the name Mayday. So I was like, okay. I fucks with that. So I had like 3 different ships, you know. Ghost had the one. Ghost is a faithful man, a loyal man.
All I need is one. All I need is one, and she is the one.
Calm your ass down. I'm not saying I'm not faithful.
Why would I calm down with my wife?
Because you making it seem like I'm just out here.
I mean, well.
But yeah, so I can understand why Poltergeist won. You know, so it's all good. But if we're gonna be official, Cinder had me first, so we're gonna stick with Sunset. But if May or Neo come out, because you know sometimes you gotta have backups. Who said that? Not me. Anyways.
Oh my god. I'm gonna let him cook, but I'm not hungry, so
I'm gonna let him cook, but I'm not hungry. Anyways, Greenlight Volume 10, man. We know what it's like now to really have to wait for something, and the wait is killing us. Like dealing what we dealt with watching RWBY from Volume 1 all the way officially to Volume 9 with you guys, not only changed us, but now we know what it's like to have to starve. We need to know when Volume 10 is arriving. I can't
see more of my wife in the Mayan engine.
Yeah, because damn, this has been a minute since I seen Glenda. I think last time, well, at least last time I seen Glenda. Well, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. I'm just saying as a viewer, the last time I seen Glenda was when, what? It was, when was it?
Volume 7.
Volume 7? Was it Volume 7?
It was Volume 7.
Okay, well, geesh. Well.
This is when Penny was given the message. Or no, she wasn't given the message. RWBY was given the message.
Yeah. So that was Volume 7. That's the last time we seen Glenda. So that's very, very interesting. So.
I gotta send you the story. Did I even send you that story?
What story? I may have not seen
the story that Viking wrote regarding like the origin of Poltergeist. Basically, it's like a fan made thing. But I'll send it to you. I thought I sent it to you, but if I didn't, I'll send it to you afterwards.
Oh, cool! You got fan made stuff. Cool. That's crazy.
Oh, shut your ass. Someone do some fan art for
no.
Which Sith? You gotta choose one now.
Oh, which one? Oh my God! No.
What? It's gonna be like... you and the three of them?
Well.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna hook you
I mean,
up.
look, if it's fan made, then
is gonna draw that. If it's what?
No, I mean, no. Chill. Look. My girlfriend gonna listen to this. Chill out.
Uh-oh. I'm telling. No, I'm playing.
No, but honestly,
it's
if we're finding if we're we're kind of fan art. All right, let me stop. It's getting out of hand.
Whoa, this man is nasty.
No, but in all honesty, if I did have to choose, it would probably have to be Cinder first. High key, it would probably have to be Cinder first. Yeah.
What's the ship name? Is it still is it
Sunset? Sunset.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know what's crazy?
Because we got some artists in the Discord. I don't know if you peeped.
No, I haven't. Man, I haven't been.
Bro, you gotta peep the art channel in the Discord. Your ass is gonna be like, whoa! We got some artists up in the Discord. Shout out to the Discord, by the way.
And you know what's crazy? And I will be copyrighting and trademarking a lot of these characters. So if y'all think y'all gonna do something, y'all gonna be fucked up because one of the characters is already trademarked and copyrighted. So I just want to let y'all know as a side. But my main character, Sonny. I know, but some motherfuckers be trying it, bro. You just gotta let them know.
Oh, I feel you. I'm sorry. My fault.
Because I will be getting paid. Anyways, but one of my main characters, Sonny, he is a yokai for a demon, from actual Japanese legend, Homusubi, and he is a fire demon. So considering that Sonny is a yokai, and he has fire abilities, and Cinder has fire. What the fuck was it called? Had a fire semblance. It could work. Little spiciness going on. You know what I'm saying?
That's a hot couple.
Okay. Anyways,
Damn. Okay.
So yeah. So to end this part, Greenlight Volume 10. Please, we need to know what the fuck's going on. Ruby, Yang, Jean, Blake, Weiss, they all went through it. We just need to know what's next.
Damn, she 5'11". Oh, in heels.
Oh my God.
Scorching caress. That's her semblance. My fault. I was looking it up, by the way.
You're good.
All right. But anyway, okay, yeah, wrapping up this part. Greenlight Volume 10, in all honesty, the animators and creators, take your time, like on some RNS, take your time with it. I know,
please,
like, social media is really, like, hounding on y'all with, like, we need it. Even I said it as a joke. And if you know me, I do be saying this as a joke. I'm not, like, super serious. You really I'm going to pull up to Texas and be like knocking on your door, you better green light. Man, I'm gonna sit my little ass down and wait. Like everybody else, take your time. There is a finesse to art. It takes time. It takes patience. Like if we gotta wait another year, another 2 years, so be it, right? As long as y'all come up with some beautifulness and it makes sense and it's not rushed, take your time. It will come when it comes. And we're gonna be here like with open arms, ready for whatever gets presented. Just don't rush it. Take your time. And it's gonna happen because Ruby is a juggernaut, like beautifulness. And I know they're going through some stuff with like they had to. I think sometime last year they let go of a lot of animators, so I don't know how that's gonna work out, like logistically and all that kind of stuff. But I don't know if you even peeped, bro. But a concept epilogue has been making the rounds on Twitter, and I peeped it out, and boy, oh boy, I'm already excited for Volume 10. So take your time; it will be greenlit. I think it's like some financial stuff going on, but do a Kickstarter. That would be great. You can do that.
I'll put some money up. Let's do it. Yeah.
Hell, they won't even know the support that is waiting on their doorstep if they do a Kickstarter. But hey, let's see what happens.
And then on top of that, everyone's a critic. So whatever happens. We're still going to support no matter what. Greenlight Volume 10. really don't. But at the end of the day, we still
I
gonna
don't know
be
where
here.
that came from.
Still gonna be here. Still gonna show the love and support. Take your time, please, please. Do not end Volume 9 with a cliffhanger. That was, please. And I'm gonna end it like
Because
that.
if I don't see Granny,
Oh
I'm gonna
God.
catch your hands for real. Oh my gosh, brother man, are you excited?
I'm excited.
Are you excited for the summer? Like I don't think you understand.
I'm not.
The excitement.
I don't like summer, but I'm excited for the summer. If you know what I'm talking about. Do you know what I'm talking
You
about?
said, yo, like summer, you got a beef with Summer Rose? Whoa! I gotta tweet that.
What? Chill out. They will drag me through the fucking mud.
You know they will too.
God.
Golly, but anyway, bro, we have been talking about this for a hot minute. Pun intended, because it's the summer.
Nope.
And God,
Well,
Lee is fucking hot outside.
Come to Florida. God.
No. I've learned my lesson with
no,
going to New Orleans during the summer. Not of my own free choosing, but it was fucking hell outside. The sun was red. Like, what? Why? Why am I asthmatic?
What the
I will
fuck?
die from a gust of hot wind going into the wrong pipe and pause. All that. I'm going to die on the floor, on the ground. But anyway, it's fucking hot. I don't do good in hot. I'm too small for that. Anyway, it's time for the biggest and the hottest party of the summer. And I'm only talking about one thing. I'm talking about SummerSlam, dog. We have been talking about this for several months. We had seen these PLEs from WWE. They've been snapping with these premium live events. I ain't gonna lie to you. It started with the Royal Rumble. Oh my God, that probably was like the most hype Royal Rumble. Beautiful, amazing turnout.
man.
Then we had Elimination Chamber, which I honestly did not have high hopes for, but it turned out to be extravagant. Shout out to the Bloodline. But then we had WrestleMania. Obviously, it's WrestleMania. Like, what more to say about that? Backlash used to be in the back burner, right? But that turned out to be beautiful as well. Shout out to Puerto Rico. Y'all fucking killed that. Y'all made
man.
Backlash. I'm so mad that I missed it because I think I had something else happening on the same day. That's why I couldn't watch it. But I saw the clips. I'm like, golly, what? I'm mad that I missed it. Because, it was so good. That crowd was fucking black hole hot.
That was a crowd.
Yes, it was.
That was a fucking
like,
crowd.
to experience that live had to be something.
And the energy must have been fucking infectious, bro. Like, just being there, like, watch. Oh man, that was a great fucking crowd. I gotta give it up to Puerto Rico for that one.
That's
Seriously,
what I'm saying.
man.
Then Money in the Bank, beautiful in London. Like,
wow. You can't. Don't forget Night of Champions, bro.
That's the one I was missing in the middle. I knew I was missing one of them.
Night of Champions.
Oh my! These crowds have been insane. They've been crazy.
You know what? I will say, Night of Champions crowd in Saudi Arabia could have been a little bit more hyper, but at the same time, I felt like it was still good for what it was. But yeah, like, and you know, I feel like the only reason why we're bringing up SummerSlam now is because of a certain group that once was, and we have to give, and we already given them their props, but we got to give them even more because they have been carrying this company. I'm not gonna lie to you. My attention has not been like so glued to the screen since this group was put together. Brother, do you know what that group is?
It's only the ones.
The real
Put them
ones.
up to the sky. You know exactly who I'm talking about. Put them up to the sky, y'all.
Put them up. We are talking about the Bloodline.
Greatest storyline of the modern era. Yes, I said it.
Since 2020, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean,
big ups
if you wanna wind it a little bit back, you could do that too. Pre-pandemic, a little bit.
Pre-pandemic?
Pre-pandemic, a
I guess
little
we
bit.
could.
Remember when this is before Roman became the tribal chief. When him and the Usos were on SmackDown. I think this is right when Roman first got drafted to SmackDown from Raw. I forgot what year that was. But right when he got drafted, post-Shield and everything, I think post-Shield reunion, I really got to look it up for specifics, but when he was teaming up with the Usos, they had been calling themselves on and off the Bloodline. It really wasn't like, you know, a for sure stable, but anytime they linked up, they referred to themselves as the Bloodline. Oh my God, ain't no fucking way.
Bro, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. What's the last thing you heard?
Oh, God. I was about to ask you the same thing.
No, because I was talking this whole time.
Oh, my God, bro. I said one of the best storylines to date. And then my fucking internet cut out.
There's no way. When you literally said that, that's when I started talking.
Fuck.
And right when I finished with the final word of everything I said, all of a sudden I heard a doo-doo. I'm like, ain't no fucking way.
Oh.
Okay, well, good thing I'm editing this so I can just like, we gonna keep it going. Fuck it. What I was saying, long story short, if you want to dial it even before the pandemic, this happened right when Roman got drafted to SmackDown from Raw. I don't know what year it was, but anytime he was teaming up with the Usos, or the Usos really weren't up there as far as like the tag team on SmackDown, because I feel like the New Day was there as well, but anytime it was them three, they referred to themselves on and off as the Bloodline. Obviously not to the level that it is today or the last couple years, but they did start to kind of plant the seeds of the Bloodline. So I hope that they kind of tie that with like the ultimate Bloodline package, but we'll see.
You know, it's actually crazy. I'll even go before that.
Ooh, talk about it.
Because I feel like it didn't really cement. Like, if I feel like obviously it fully cemented 2021, if I'm not mistaken. But like back when Roman was WWE champion and he was feuding with AJ Styles and the Usos was in his corner. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like that's when it kind of started. And what's crazy about that, because I watch Xavier Woods' Up, Up, Down, Down, and there was a moment where Jay and Jimmy, they were facing off in UFC. That's one of my favorite series that Woods has done, was the UFC tournament. And Roman kind of made a cameo, and Kofi was like, "Oh, we got the Bloodline in here, the Bloodline," and I was like,
Snap.
Yep. So it kind of goes, it digs deep, bro. It digs deep. But yeah, dog, like the Bloodline has been carrying. Like, I'm surprised that they backs ain't broke for how much they've been carrying. This storyline has been. I'm gonna go Dave Metz. I don't know how to say his last name. Meltzer. And give this a 6 stars as far as storyline. I've never been so fucking glued. I've never been so invested in a storyline. Like, literally, bro, every time SmackDown came on, well, this is what, pre-pandemic? No, post-pandemic. Pre-pandemic? When they was doing the whole screens with the crowds and shit, was that post-pandemic or pre?
No, that was pandemic.
Oh, so okay, so yeah, during pandemic.
The Thunderdome.
The Thunder. Oh my, worst fucking. Anyways, but that was that's when the seeds were planted, bro. When it was literally like, this is Jay's story. This is Jay and Roman. So the fact that now it's about to, I don't really feel like this is gonna end, but now that it's back between Jay and Roman, oh my god. Like, this is really Jay's story. And if Roman decides to drop the title to Jay, well played. Like, Jay, and you know what? I'll be the one to say it, but I never thought that I would see Jay Uso or the Usos really, like, in that main event picture. Like, I'm gonna be real. Like, I never thought I'd see the day, but it's happened. It's happening. And you know what I'm saying? And dog, I'm here for it. You know what I'm saying? And just the storyline, how everything has happened, and just seeing like the seeds being planted, and just, oh my god, bro. Like, I don't even really know what to say. It's just insane. Like, can you, like, how do you feel about it? Because I know there's a lot of like stuff to talk. Like, I don't know. Let me know.
I don't know if you want to do a separate podcast, like, detailing the predictions for SummerSlam, or if you want to talk about it today.
Phew. I mean, we could do a separate podcast about it, maybe.
A separate podcast?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Okay. We're going to do a separate podcast detailing the predictions. Ladies and gentlemen, subscribe and follow the channel if you want to know about that.
Because we may, because if we continue, we're probably going to hit the 2 minute mark. The 2 hour mark.
Oh, no, we definitely will.
Yeah, because let me tell you something. This is something that we're going to have to talk about start to finish. Like, from Jay and Roman to now, from, oh my god, like, there's so much to state, and we may even kick that off. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes, but for right now, I think we're gonna end it right here. We talked about a lot. Season 2, fuck, the podcast is 1 year old.
Oh,
welcome to season 2. Oh man, go with some.
We back, baby. I guess. Oh shit, you want me to close it out? I got you.
Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, my fault. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for bearing with us in this patience. What? Let me try it again. Thank you for bearing with us and being patient with us as life do be life, and we're both very busy creatively, but we still try to make the time to give you more episodes and more content, and just us overall. I know some of y'all have been asking when's the next episodes. Thank y'all for that. It really does make us more inspired and more motivated to do more episodes like this and to continue this podcast. We were going to continue it anyway, but just knowing that y'all appreciate this means so much to the both of us. We will be doing another episode relatively soon, doing a predictions for SummerSlam 2023, as we both will be there live to experience it all from top to bottom. We'll go through like the storylines, the matches, what we think what's gonna happen, and just, yeah, man. Season 2 of Fuse and Struggle. If you want to follow Sun Randu on his platforms, you can find him at.
You can follow me on Twitter at Randu TV. That is RON as in Nikki, DUE TV. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel. That is Sun Randu, SONNRONDUE. And if you guys want to go ahead and follow my Project Alter page, that is once again a page dedicated to all the altered characters. Once again, you're probably gonna see some familiar faces. I'm not gonna say who, even though I'm pretty sure you can guess one of them. Project Altered. Actually, let me redo that. Project _Altered_ Go ahead, follow, support, share. This is going to be a big one. 2024. Let's go. If you guys want to see what Ghost is up to, follow him on his socials. You can follow Ghost the Rebel at...
I ain't gonna lie, as you were spelling out your name at first and you hit the first N, you said N as in Nikki. I'm glad my face cam is not on, because boy, my whole face turned white. I'm like, please don't drop the N word right now.
Oh, no, I'm not that bold.
Just like N as in Nick. I mean, oh shit. It was just so funny to experience, because but anyway, if you want to follow me, you can follow me. My main source to follow me at is blitzgrave.com, where you can also find this podcast, my other podcast, Welcome to the Casket, and everything else that all the socials. I'm not going to plug each and every one of them. That's why I have the website for. But anyway, thank y'all so much for listening to this podcast. We will see y'all soon for more. Drink your freaking water. If I find out you ain't drinking your water, I'm gonna find where you live. And I'm gonna give you the hands. Just like I'm gonna give the hands to when Green Light Volume 9 is not a... What? Volume 10? End the goddamn podcast. I can't talk no more. See y'all later. Peace. Peace.